Like this video and subscribe right now, or else. Anthony Joshua, the script, Jake Paul's ego. How it feels to chew 5 gum. Andrew Tate when his opponent isn't a woman. Nothing, jet to holiday. Next it's your turn. Real boxer, YouTuber. Andrew Tate and Jake Paul, me enjoying their destruction. Jake Paul's next fight after feeling what a real punch feels like. The world is healing. Me, my doctor explaining how colonoscopy works. WWE superstar Logan Paul visits Make-A-Wish kid in hospital. Doctor, won't hurt a bit. Me, oh god please no. Me, my It must luck to be internet famous, get knocked out on the internet and have the whole internet applauding it. Fight so easy he decided to take a nap. Everyone like that. Your planet is now marked for Seth. Can we ask why? Your game companies are plotting to put ads in video games. My bank account, Christmas. Internet boxers, skilled non-geriatric boxers. Anthony Joshua, trade offer, I receive $92 million, you receive a broken jaw. It's beautiful, I have looked at this for 5 hours now. Jake Paul fighting someone who isn't old as F for once, he loses, his jaw is broken and needs surgery. Andrew Tate loses as well. Me, eating junk food, drinking only coffee and getting 2 hours of sleep every day, my body and brain on a Monday morning. Andrew Tate fighting anyone who isn't a 15-year-old girl, listen to me, just listen. Who loses harder? Me, the consequences of my actions. Me about to impulsively buy another 75% off game on Steam and play it for a week max, my bank account. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you tonight's fighters, Bottom G and Jake Paul. My mom with the belt, 6-year-old me getting hit for the first time. When Jake Paul, Andrew Tate and broccoli head Jack Dorothy gets macked in the same week. Okay, I'm gonna fight Anthony Joshua, damn he's not old. Where will you be when diarrhea hits? A different Paul is up next, FBI, Logan Paul. My mom, me forgetting to take the chicken out of the freezer. 2026. Me. When you hit your older brother a little too hard. When you realize that the other guy has gone off script. Jake Paul when he's not fighting a senior citizen. Today is the day I take life by the horns. Life. BMW drivers, cyclists. Me coming home drunk at 3 AM, that last piece of cheesecake in the fridge. The button on my jeans, my gut after a heavy meal. I used to pray 4 times like this. The consequences of my actions, my dumb A that didn't think before acting. Puny influencer. Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and this picture, they're the same picture. Watching Jake Paul fight Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul is just running around and hugging Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua knocks Jake out. Broken jaw surgery and recovery, $30,000 to $60,000. Permanent head trauma and lifelong treatment, $100,000 plus. Knocking Jake Paul the F out, priceless. When your opponent is not a 60-year-old with a speech impediment. Me after a relaxing weekend, Monday. Villain who trained his entire life for this fight, main character with 2 months crash course. Some old drunk grandma on the road. Me who was just minding my own business. Hoof size, large. Spot the difference. Jake Paul, Glass Joe, has a glass jaw. Bet Mike Tyson once. Fraud, gets dunked on by every real boxer. Gaming chairs were invented in 2006. People before 2006. Perfect grammar in a paper before 2022. Perfect grammar in a paper after 2022. When you're getting roasted and you hold back that one joke that will destroy a person's will to live. My reaction when a mommy hits on me through the internet. How dark mode MFs look at you when you say you prefer light mode. Look at the cow, moo. And then I told them we will release the files. There is no safer place than Hogwarts. Harry, Ron and Hermione every year at the end of term. Remove the stone of work, attach the stone of family. Me just chilling on my farm. Your friend is playing Boy Future House. 2020 to 2025, 2026. 2020 to 2025, 2026. A. Stat. B. Alexander the Great. C. Julius Caesar. D. Teen. With all 5 of his bullies' moms to assert dominance. 2020 to 2025, 2026. How the past years have felt. 2010 to 2020, 2021 to 2024, 2025. Americans, we want to be able to afford to be alive. America, best I can do is she robots. Me, sits down, any of my clothes with a zipper. Jeffrey Epps, his homies. Epps, yes, Epps was on Epps' list. How you see Taper. How Taper sees you. 2009 for Def 150, 22k, for Def 150 2024, 60k, the Fed, inflation is only 5%, the Fed. I can't pronounce it so it must be bad for me. I'm ignorant and refuse to do proper research. Front of the Christmas tree. Back of the Christmas tree. I can't sleep Eddie, I keep thinking. Why 1 year is singular while 0 years is plural. I have learned to chill my enemies with kindness. That's the minigun bro. Yes, I have named it kindness. Me whenever my phone rings. Oh great, a phone call. After 2025, 2026. The only toxic relationship I'm willing to stay in. A decision was made here. I would go in for vaccine boosters with far more enthusiasm if hot goth chicks were the ones me. I feel like this is not a controversial opinion. Me all day. Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson. I hope this goes spiral. Light exists. Black holes. My grandfather always had candy in his pockets, and one time when I got really sick and I was hospitalized, my dad told him not to give me any candy. He pulled out his pockets to show he hadn't even brought any, and I got really sad, but as soon as my dad walked out of the room he then proceeded to take off his hat and had 2 chewy chocolate candy toffees and 2 orange Fanta toffees, and I'll never forget the happiness and surprise I felt in that one moment in my entire life. When you had a great night together but she didn't say a word about your Spider-Man bed sheets. When your dad helps you dress up for Halloween. My emotions. 7 AM. Today I'll be more positive. 10 AM. I hate my job, the sun and myself. Lunch. Okay, I think I overreacted. 5 PM. Another stupid day is over. 8 PM. If I get enough sleep I'll be fine. 12 AM. Crying. I hope aliens destroy Earth. So what's in the bottle? It's just water. Let me see that. This is wine. Praise Lord. Jesus has done it again. I just wanna apologize to the people I called old at 30 when I was 18. When you're about to say something but then decide it's not worth the effort. Top 5 things I'm gonna do when I get rich. 1. Letting the money change me. 2. Switching up on my day ones. 3. Forgetting where I came from. 4. Ignoring my loved ones. 5. Ignore system injustice. Society if it was run by Brazen Ped. Hey, wait a minute. Someone. You are so rude. My rudeness. What I said. What I could say. In case you needed more proof that older hairstyles are one of the top reasons people of the past appear older to us. Conduct duties and responsibilities with ethics and moral decency. Government. Accept bribes and lie to the American people and take a month off for holiday season. Government. Learn your partner's love language. You're giving them forehead kisses when all they really want is to get effed on the balcony of a 5-star resort in Hawaii. Typical incel hobby. I try to stimulate myself as much as possible. Your longest happy day period was 2 days long. August 23rd to August 24th. What's the ideal age to get married? Biologically 15, socially 26, legally after 18, culturally 24 to 28, economically above 30, and logically never. At your age I worked 14 hours a day and never complained. Luckily other people did complain, so stop romanticizing your lack of stupid conformism. When the chick you drunkenly banged last week won't leave you alone and you're all out of excuses. I like men now. Every rich person on earth after evading taxes. Money can't buy happiness. If only you know what we know. Did you get stuck? No, I'm delivering a bridge. Devil, this is the lake of lava you will be spending eternity in. Me, actually since we are underground it would be magma. Devil, you understand this is why you're here, right? I miss the days back in 1992 when I didn't exist. Sleep. More sleep. GTA 6 announced. GTA 6 released on PC. Quentin will be over in a few minutes. My Sims only friend is his kitchen counter. When I haven't changed my bed sheets in a month, I know what I have to do but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Bro posted his Fortnite skin on a slide before his newborn. Nobody. That one biscuit when I opened the pack. My Christmas tree is ready. The fact I gotta train 3 to 5 days a week to keep my body at moderately broken while my cat sleeps all day and can do parkour with ease is a crime. Do you think cat girls elongate when you pick them up like? When you use personal examples to relate to someone's current situation and can't tell if it's providing comfort or making you look self-centered. Need an anime with One Piece pacing and solo leveling story depth. I'm crying bro is asking for garbage. Bro said give me some bullshit. People ask what you do for a living so they can calculate the level of respect to give you. 6-7. Abs or biceps? Babe, in this generation a brain would be fabulous. How people reminisce the past is like how the past is actually like. Happiness is knowing you don't have to set an alarm the next day. I usually identify as a microwave dinner because I'm ready in 5 minutes, look nothing like my photos, and I'm just satisfying enough for you to want me again when you're desperate. Me just hoping things will get better. Things. You miscalculate and finish the pieces of meat before the rice. Bro, I swear I didn't use creative. Name me a country that has better food than England, I dare you. When you hear the toilet but don't hear the sink. When you realize there are just 10 days left until 2026 and you still haven't gotten your life together yet. Google when I ask what's the deadliest animal in the world. Pick a cup based on what you would like to discuss most. I would simply not drink coffee. My mother used to pretend she had dementia so people would leave her alone with her books. I pretend I have Tourette's so I can tell people what I really think of them. POV. Trying to decide if I should go to sleep or not because I love sleeping but I love my free time at night even more. The wow what are you cooking that smells really good starter pack. Someone called country music Farmimo and now I can't unhear that. Fortnite when a character from a series that they're collaborating with is 4 feet 11 inch instead of 6 feet 2 inch. If I sugar-coated the truth your fat A would probably try to eat it. Medical emergency, insurance company, your claim is denied you must lie. My bank called me, sir did you go to Domino's at midnight 3 days in a row in Florida? Me, yeah, bank, long pause, alright then. Enough, you're upsetting your mother, this is who I am. Stop making those faces, me, what faces, also me. The adult version of head, shoulders, knees and toes is wallet, glasses, keys and phone. Me when I watch American horror movies and the group doesn't call the police because they're a danger too. Brain, slap it, teenage boy, why, brain, you have to. This is good. But this is better. Can fish microwave soup? I would say no. Listen kid, I don't have much time. The only way to get unredacted EPS files are noob, pro, hacker, got. Show me the strongest woman. I said the strongest. Perfect. Can you imagine an interaction between these two? Nicolas Cage and his father August Coppola 1988. This is the first time I have ever really even considered Nicolas Cage had a dad and wasn't an immaculate conception. Walmart cashier, me pulling up to the register with 12 bags of 1-minute microwave brown rice for 6-quart tubs, a brick of Coca-Cola 70 and 90% ISO alcohol, gloves, a bag of chips and a spray bottle. China making PS5s and iPhones, Santa Claus. What kids liked before, ancient beasts that roamed earth. What kids like now, 2 effing numbers. Rings of Power, Lord of the Rings fans. I love you, sorry, I have a boyfriend, you deserve 2, I have 7. 8-year-old me laughing at the Amish for living off the grid, adult me realizing they got it right. Me at a restaurant acting like I didn't Google the menu 3 days ago. I love in films like 300 where the main guy will say something like get some sleep for tomorrow we battle to Seth and everyone just goes into deep sleep in some wet grass fully clothed. I can't get to sleep in a warm bed if I have a 10 AM conference call about content. Hello, I'm an adult in a Christmas movie. I don't believe in Santa but have also never bought my children even one of the presents they receive every year. They just appear and I'm fine with this reality. This is neither confusing nor horrifying. POV, you're reading the files. Me leaving everything until last minute because I can only work when I'm fueled by immense panic and overwhelming stress. Me trying to make small talk at a party with people who just a few years ago would have sent me to a ConCaf for not getting the teams. The older I get the more I understand why my mom always said I'm gonna go lay down. I too desire to go lay down at all times. You threw away our entire relationship for a random guy. Congratulations. Not the time I phone. Employees when the internet goes down at work. Hey guys, what do you call it when worms take over the world? Global warming. Worm laughing. 2020 to 2025, 2026. I don't know you. Unknown number. Incoming call. Decline. When you realize that posting for one person on your story is the modern equivalent of Gatsby throwing massive parties in hopes that Daisy would notice from across the lake. When I meet little kids and they act like I'm not a kid just because I'm 36. I stepped in YouTube's auto dubbing feature. Learning a language on Duolingo. rays were invented in 1962. Yada rays before the year 1962. Okay fine, I'll release the naughty list, just gonna check it twice, here you go. Me looking at that one person I know is evil but I just can't prove it. While Mercedes aims to make cars easier to repair, BMW has patented roundel-shaped screw heads that push owners to dealer-only servicing and repairs. Call me if you need anything, also me. Smoke shops, liquor stores, having the brightest shop lights known to man. How I look in class with 2 hours of sleep telling myself to lock in. Grok, what is the most popular answer to this question on X? You are sitting next to Elon Musk, only 3 words, what would you say to him? Based on top engagements on X, the most popular response is self now. Other common ones include go F yourself and pass the cane. When you are alone at home, everything around you looks like doctor, lose your weight to be healthy. Also the doctor. Please tell me, why would someone watch TV with subtitles? Because I'm deaf, Ashley. How did he read this then? With my eyes. Waffle House is changing their branding. Would you eat here? Sir, all of One Piece has been just season 1. Top 3 locations to come up with ideas. When someone lied a horrible painful Seth but it's animation. The Incredibles. 2004. Syndrome Seth. Try YouTube Kids. Now this looks like a video for kids. My kidnapper's returning me after listening to me talk about my dog for 3.5 hours. How is it possible for one person to look black, white, Asian, Latino, Native American, young, old, male and female at the same exact time? 1/3 of my income. Landlord. My New Year's resolution is to put my clothes back on the hangers and in my closet after trying them on. I know that sounds small but it's a big issue in my life. Okay, so Ice-T and Ice Cube, but I'm confused about Whitney Houston. Homeschooling science lesson went really well this week. Next week, marketing and distribution. Why is Wikipedia still a thing? Doesn't ChatGPT just render it completely irrelevant? You're the people in the floaty chairs at the start of Wall-E. Me casually nodding out during Christmas dinner. Someone with the audacity to accuse me of nodding out during Christmas dinner. Are you nodding out during Christmas dinner? Me, how dare you? Mario is not expected to appear in the Epps files. Confirmed. Me if I don't listen to music for one day. How I look at someone when they ask what I'm doing but they can clearly see what I'm doing. When someone asks, what's your financial plan? Me, hope. When your parents are savages. Mistake 1, mistake 2, favorite. Divorced biological mothers when they see the child they neglected bond with their new mom. If I'm ever added, it will be because I said something absolutely perfect to someone with no sense of humor. Real footage of me when I turned 21. 2 Rubik's Cubes, 2 Sig, 2 beer speedrun. New world record. Don't make me tap the sign. Don't commit a felony to avoid a misdemeanor. These 2 struggling to walk 100 miles. Meanwhile, Wax Lady was definitely playing with my noisy today, but whatever. Why do people still wax when you can get laser 4 times and be done forever? Because the Wax Lady plays with noisy, she just said. The Wax Lady, she a player. Teenagers in real life. Teenagers on Netflix. Friend, what's it like celebrating Christmas with a dysfunctional family? Me, trauma. I have finally found it after 15 years, the scroll of truth. Yeah. Got my AirPods Max and it's still in the return window. I noticed this imperfection, circled red, in my scanning electron microscope. Should I send it back? Release the files. Sorry, best I can do is. Since hair can't be preserved in fossils, we can't rule out the possibility that dinosaurs looked like this. POV, you make an Epps meme. 1 in 4 car accidents are caused by texting and driving. People, won't be me. 1 in 302,575,350 chance of winning the Mega Millions. People, you never know. Describe what is meant by forgetting. I can't remember. Infinite IQ. 6-year-old me when it's cold outside. 30-year-old me when it's cold outside. Me waking up grumpy every day for no absolute reason. The moth in my bedroom that my landlord painted over before I moved in. I have never seen anything more sadistic. Getting socks as a kid versus getting socks as an adult. What a treat. Imagine you live here and you come home drunk. USA, logistics, China, ingredients, Mexico, transportation, US government, distribution. Competing image editors. Here is a technology I have asked you to simply make it cheaper. Okay customer, and that's what we are trying to do, but honestly it's impossible. Photopea was able to build this as a browser with a box of JavaScript. When your boy is dumped by his girl and you realize he now has more time to play games with you. Me, why am I so broke? Amazon, your parrot swig has been delivered. Every Indian shop. Name a more iconic duo. I'll wait. What 7-year-old me expected to happen if I tried to part 3 AM? Jin, forgive me, today's the day we take your balls away. Asked my girlfriend to buy me a 2-pack of socks and she came back with these. When mom types P in Google search. Shout out to airport missions. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. If I lie after I pay my rent, sit me on the couch till the 30th. And for my next trick I will say no problem to a request at work that will in fact cause me multiple problems. If you are seeing this, the curse is lifted. Have a good day. I just want a guy who'll me the right way. Him, in tears. I have literally been training the last 7 years for this exact moment. Ordering a pizza in a snowstorm is such a D-move, lol. Oh, the roads are too bad to drive, but let's see if the 17-year-old kid can make it in his 2004 Kia. When someone asks me how my day was but I low-key forgot. The X-Files. Finally. What the F? My child will procrastinate on his work and be lazy. 2 hours of German World War II officer to help you study or work or focus. F you're tight, I whisper as I look at my weekly budget. Hotel walls are thinner than you think. That moment you realize you can hear everything. When your mental health is the worst it's ever been and someone says just try being positive. Dating apps experience. Depression. Some of these redactions are almost like modern art. An image cannot make you angry, meanwhile image. How I usually feel this time of year, how I really feel this year. I have accepted overhearing people's conversations on public transportation is one of my favorite pastimes. I be all in the business. One time me and a friend were chatting on the train and we were talking kinda loud. This lady said, I love your conversation, can I join? I have so much to add, and we talked for multiple stops and I loved it. I'm looking for people who are interested in turning $100 to $5,000. This is not a pyramid scheme or crypto or NFT project. We will be selling. Oh, thank God, a reputable profession. I found your Instagram. I found your ChatGPT. Man, huff huff, do it again. The waifu who gave him a bear hug to teach him not to catcall her. I ended up buying a train door. Now I'm thinking of an excuse for the family. I don't know, I'll listen to a lot of Charlie XCX. Haha, that's cool. I'll listen to XXX10 to see on. It's just women have done me wrong all my life. Keep ignoring me. I will remember. F love. Just drew this right now. Team Fortress, Elder Scrolls, Half-Life, ASOAF, Battlefront, Chess, never getting a sequel. This meeting could have been an email. That email could have been ignored. Me. Okay, quick. My dog. I must first evaluate wind direction, soil pH, energy alignment, and neighborhood gossip. Let's eat, kids. Let's eat, kids. Punctuation saves lives. 2020 to 2025. 2026. End of year rest area. Inside you there are 2 lemon raspberry loaves. Madagascar, Gladagaskar, Sadagaskar, not a fast car. Trying to participate in the front seat conversation when you're in the back seat. Artificial intelligence cannot take your job if your job has never needed intelligence. I don't understand. You're safe. Someone's got explaining to do. What people think London is like. London in reality. My boss denied me a raise before my shift today. What's some music you have never wanted to hear in a coffee shop? My 10-year-old neighbor just threw a cup of water over my cat who was sitting on the fence minding his own business and laughed, so I threw a basin of water over him from the window, and now his dad is at my door going mental, but I don't see the problem. Don't touch my cat. EPS files. It's blank. But I'm really worried about exams, man. Yeah, so you're studying. Now I'm just worried. Forgetting the words to a song. It's around the world. How does it feel to see everyone celebrating that they are now on vacation while I have to go to school until the 23rd? No straw to save the sea animals. Me watching my Navis won't come in exam questions in exam paper. Are you 70 years in ice? Result. 20 years with wife. Result. People born in the 90s. Turning 30. He's gaining on us. I'm scared. As you get older, your ability to successfully finish a movie in one sitting will disappear. Lily Allen. When you take powder you think all of your ideas are brilliant and need to be shared. The singer and actor has been sober since 2019. Best styles. You win this time. Poor bastard went from looking like he's going to pillage a monastery to looking like he's going to annex the Sudetenland. How it feels to wake up from a nap in the middle of the day. Girlfriend looking on my laptop for evidence that I cheat on her and finds hundreds of short stories where I'm shrunken to the size of an ant and must fight for my life. The owner that did this deserves a special place in hell. You know what would luck? If you lied and found out there were ghost jobs, like you had to work at the ghost post office or some shit. Dude, it's just a party. Chill. The party. Welcome to the party, pal. Dear God, after a lot of soul searching and introspection, I think I'm finally emotionally ready to win the lottery. Thank you. Calling on God to ensure I'm placed in the 2026 wealth and health package, not the life lessons and toughest warrior package. When my wife spends $200 on hair and lingerie to see me stand at the foot of the bed like this. I really do love this time of year. The Christmas music, the twinkle lights, the woman in front of me in line at Costco who just told her husband, we can give your cousin a pile of dog shit for all I care. It is not a good sign when scammers are texting people like, hey, I have a halfway decent paying job with okay benefits for you. The biggest joke on mankind is that computers have started asking humans to prove they are not robots. Boss, could you write no in Arabic on this oil tanker? Me, sure. I know MFs were giggling in the Trojan horse like, OMG Thalpius, stop it, you're gonna get us in trouble. Math teachers, when I solved 2 + 2 in my head instead of using their 470 step method called the baboon for factorization. ChatGPT, I need your help. How can I help you? She texted me like this. You. 3. What does that mean? That means you're less important than 3 others. Worst experience as a glasses user. Donald Trump, as well as being the greatest president in the history of the universe, was also the first man on the moon. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Developers, here we have a totally wholesome game that we made. Players, turns it into a practice ground for a future Geneva suggestions. Developers, effing hell. Incriminating evidence about a random person looting a billionaire. Incriminating evidence about a billionaire when it's finally released. When you hit your lil bro with a soccer bopper's toy a little too hard and he becomes unresponsive. Me as a teenager, I don't need your help, I'm not a child. Me as an adult, if you can't come and hold my hand, I'll never get through this. EPS files, SCP pages, redacted. My daily routine, actually working, 1%, waiting for the caffeine to kick in so I can panic efficiently. Me in my room in the dark at 3 AM trying to figure out whether that's my jacket or a headless man standing very still.
Spare change, ma'am.